Hello, everybody, and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with the Fate Makers. I'm Eric, I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Matt, also known as War Torn Knight, and I play Tommy.
And introducing for her very first episode,
Abbigail the Nerd.
And who she's playing and what she's playing, we will find all that out in due course. If you've already listened to the vignette for her, then you already are well aware, and welcome to the Club of Secrecy. We are going to find Tommy over on the docks. There have been some recent protests and sit-ins because the lighthouses have been failing periodically. Therefore, shipments are crashing and shipments are delaying and things are not arriving on time or at the correct dock. The good news is the captains have been able to mitigate 90% of it. They just kind of circle the city until it is time and something gets fixed. Cloudy days are the hardest for that to happen. There's only been one or two of those, so it's not been super bad. But through use of sending spells and stuff like that, people are able to stay away. But they've been sitting in and protesting because this shit doesn't happen ever.
Yeah, I
So-
imagine that's a big deal. And there's a point in time during all of it that Tommy considers the ship that they crashed might have been responsible for this, but then he's like, no, that doesn't make sense.
It's entirely possible he thinks that. You didn't crash a ship.
I
That
did
was-
not.
All Amy's fault.
All Amy's fault. Noted.
You are bringing an order in. You have a luggage rack on the back because it's a super wide order. It's a big ass catering order of just sandwiches. You pull up. Roll a perception check for me.
Eric, I thought I told you that I'm not allowed to roll perception checks.
I thought I
Especially when
told
it's the
you.
first roll of the night. Never mind, it's a natural 20.
Boom!
New Tommy, who dis?
New Tommy, who dis? It has been 10 days since
He's on his bike.
the heist. You're also on your bike. You're more
Yes.
alert. We all know what Tommy's like on his bike. He rolls better.
Yes.
Okay. As you're coming down from the slums, you're on the ramp down into the docks. And you see before you an impossibly large crowd. The crowd's been growing every day, but just yesterday it was only 1,000 people. Today, there's easily 1,500, and you know that many do not work the docks, even through the entire week.
Okay.
You overhear people complaining about, my ship was supposed to be here, I need to get off, I need to go back home to Lyria. I need to get home. Just complaining to one of the dock workers, who then politely responds, ma'am, I'm sorry, your ship just has not arrived yet. We cannot get you on until it shows up. Well, I need to speak with your manager because there's got to be a fucking faster way to get there than this.
And Tommy tunes out of the conversation. Starts going where he's supposed to go.
I need to speak with your supervisor.
I'm not about to sing around and be Karen bait for any of this.
He wasn't going to try and Karen bait you. You just see him, and he pulls out a sending stone to call his manager as you continue driving down slowly, because you're basically kind of like walking your bike at this point, because that's about as quick as you can get. It's that densely full of people. And you get down to down to where they actually have the shipping crates, and there are magnetic cranes that just kind of come down and they lock on and go to board, and they're actually loading up a cargo ship.
Nice.
Good news is the cranes are out of magic. However, the bad news is there's people the people are hanging on to this and trying to pull the crates back down.
That seems problematic. Why would you do that? These crates are heavy as fuck.
You find the guy who is your customer. He's a tiefling and a cowboy hat.
I love him.
He got cowboy boots, the full on get up, and he just is like, "Well, what can I do for you? Here with our food?"
Yeah, I got a bunch of sandwiches for. And he's gonna read whatever name is on the order.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm Rick.
Rick, nice to meet you. Where do you want me to put him?
Oh, just if you got a mage hand, just mage hand him on over to the table right there.
I look like I got a mage hand. I got a right hand and a left hand.
Well, those hands work too, I guess.
All right. Picks him up.
This is a big order. I didn't realize Jemima ordered all this.
Well, I mean,
you need a hand?
I got it.
Alright, if you're sure. And he just starts walking away, and on his hip you see a whip. He just goes over, grabs the whip off of his waist, cracks right above a bunch of people who are trying to pull down a crate. And he's like, "Get off of there, you vermins!" As he goes back to his work as a security guard.
Yeah, I feel a little bit of some type of way about that, but I don't know if Tommy can do anything about that. Yeah, he's gonna set up the sandwiches, and I guess he's gonna ask, so what do they think they're gonna accomplish by yanking on them their crates that'll probably crush them if they're successful?
Jemima is right there, and they say, well, they think it'll stop the mag crates from loading up the ships.
And why is that a bad thing?
Because if I don't know, that's not my problem. My problem is to keep the dock workers happy, and keep them fed. That's why I ordered food.
Well, it sounds like if these people are about to be screwing up all the hard work your dock workers are doing and potentially make them do it again.
Some of them are the dock workers.
Sounds like they're not happy, and I don't know if a few sandwiches are gonna be fixing it.
And she just forms a little fireball in her hand. You think this'll help? As the fireball just gradually gets bigger.
Hey, I'm all for throwing a Molotov cocktail into the mix just to kind of spice things up, but I don't think that that's going to help your cause either. I think that might actually make things work for you in particular. Not to mention shareholders, people that you would, actually answer to, and things of that nature.
Yeah, that's fair. The Rick won't like that too much. He's the only one who holds my share.
Well. Okay.
Just puts the fireball away and just...
Tommy moves the sandwiches from A to B. He's not a caterer. He doesn't set things up.
He does. Jemima starts setting it up, calls Ginger over. Ginger's a redheaded tiefling who comes over and helps.
Beautiful. Alrighty, just a matter of payment.
Oh, well, let me try and figure this thing out. And she pulls out her sending stone and just wipes to try and figure out how the hell... I thought I paid this already. Fuck! Hey, Joe Bob!
Oh, no, that's definitely related to Jedediah.
Joe Bob walks over. He's a Goliath.
Yep.
Jet black hair tied to his waist, tied in a braid.
Yep.
Oh, what can I do for you, Jemima? She's like, get the fucking box to work before I blow it up again. Jemima, this will be the third box in a week. This will be your third T-phone this week if you do that.
Your third T-phone.
He's like, boom, there you go, sir. You're paid. Pointing to looking at the only person who does not look like he belongs here at all.
Who is wearing a full helm with the top cut off of it so that his mohawk sticks through. So obviously looks like he shouldn't be here. Just Thank you kindly. Well, ain't none of my business, but maybe try calming people down rather than cracking whips at them. I feel like that's the wrong message.
Oh, that's a good idea. I do know that one. And he rubs his hands together, turns around, and casts calm emotions.
Oh. I got so worried. It's like, oh, here comes another fireball. Why does everybody in the city know fireball?
They don't. Jemima just knows how to fucking light a Molotov cocktail.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
Well, that's a lot of twos in there.
Uh-oh.
They fail, which means that they respond to calm emotions, and about a third of the crowd starts to calm down.
That's good.
And the three that were trying to climb up on the shipping crate were get successfully whipped down as Rick wraps them on the knuckles, and they just drop. They were only up about 10 feet. It's not gonna hurt them, but they're high enough up that they fell.
I still don't like it.
No.
Alrighty. With that, Tommy's just gonna go, well, my work here is done. I got on to the next order. Like, probably looks at Ascending Stone where
You have another order
have another order, so
over in the academic district.
over in the academic district. So I gotta take off. Be seeing ya. Have a good one, Aunt Jemima, and hops on the bike and
It's lovely to see you again, darling. We'll see you tomorrow.
hell yeah. And
We'll give you an extra tip next time.
don't be stingy on me now. You better know. I don't better be leaving me some room for tips without spending them all on more T-phones.
Rick's paying.
All right, then I guess it's all handled. And he starts going.
He's the sweetest with tips.
Oh man, that sounds like flirting.
As you go to turn around. Oof, that was a really bad roll. Total brownout of the dock district. The lights that are above, because it's not nighttime, but it's in the shadow part. It's down below the slums, which means it's still dark. And you see all the lights go out. You hear the crane. Stop. The good news is the tech that's holding it is magnetic to start with, and once it's magnetized, it lurches down a little bit because the arm part was moving, and it just but it was up 20 feet, so it didn't crush anybody, but it did.
The magnet is still engaged, as far as I'm
Thankfully.
aware, permanently.
Correct.
Somebody makes it.
Until they reverse the magnet part, the electromagnetic part, it is held. But it's just one of those where I don't need anyone atting me for fucking electromagnetism failures here. Science technically sciences.
And if it doesn't, magic helped it.
Correct. So don't at me about science, or do. I'd love the comments.
So it doesn't seem like there's anybody who needs help.
This part of the city, the docks you're on, entirely goes dark. There is a few people start doing like fairy fire and light and a couple other little spells like that. So you start seeing little lights pop up because magic technically still works. Your phone lost service, it turned off.
Oh, fucking
Your
great.
bike does not work right now.
Oh, we're gonna try to fix that.
Roll an intelligence check for me, Tommy.
Can I make it? What could I persuade you into an Arcana check, or perhaps a land vehicles check?
I will let you do a fucking Arcana check. Sure.
Hell yes. Because it has to do with my bike, do I have advantage?
Sure.
Yeah. See?
You've done enough minor repairs.
Yeah, that's if I can get a minor repair in this thing to keep going, cool. Otherwise, we gotta go back to Bruce. With advantage, that's gonna be a 16.
16. Okay, good enough for you to know the magic parts still look like they're flowing. It's basically you've got gas in the tank, but the engine's dead. And you know you didn't do a damn thing to this to break it.
And that is exactly what I'm going to tell Bruce.
I didn't break it.
Wasn't me. I don't know what happened. And do I think that maybe I can push start it?
No. Like, you could walk it like a bike.
Yeah, it's not like the battery is dead and that you just gotta get it and jump to charge it. It's
done.
The entire electric system is shot.
Correct. The entire electrical system is done. Everything in there is fried right this second. None of it is working. And
Tommy has an intelligence of 9. He doesn't know what's going on. Matt is worried. So Tommy is going to start saying every swear that he is aware of and start walking the bike toward Bruce's.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me.
Again with this. It's Tommy. That's a 2.
Fucking A.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Fucking A through Z.
Fantastic. That's fine. Tommy continues walking and bypasses Abigail. You are on the floor. I need you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, God. Okay.
Your character is on the floor in darkness except for some weird lights all over the place.
Okay, let's see. Do I even have dark vision? No, I don't.
Oh, no, as a tiefling, it's not default.
Am I in darkness as a disadvantage, or am I?
There's enough lights that it's disadvantaged because you're dazed and confused based upon where we last left off with
Wonderful.
Your character.
Okay, so that's a 5.
Fan-fucking-tastic. You see a bunch of lights and a bunch of heads under those lights? But there's white lights and blue and pink and purple and red and orange and aquamarine and all kinds of weird colors. Because like I said earlier, fairy fire and light and all these other ones are going off. And in the midst, you happen to see a figure cross in front of a light. There's a shape that makes you think a centaur? But it's been a minute since you've seen them. You've read about them in your studies.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand up and try to brush myself off. This is the most confusing thing that's ever happened. Ever in existence.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's kind of checking, making sure she's not injured.
Okay, do a medicine check.
Alright. Sick. Okay. 15.
Okay. On a 15, you are perfectly fine. In fact, you're better than you were when the thing that just happened.
Okay. That's good. Right? Okay. Maybe it didn't happen. Okay. Okay.
After a few moments, your eyes start adjusting to where you're at, and you're able to see the outlines and stuff like that. Like, anytime you guys have turned off a light in your house, eventually you do start to see the shapes a little more clearly and stuff like that as you adjust a little bit. And you see that it is a person with a helmet on, like an actual full helm, a vest, and a contraption beside him that's walking away from you that you thought was a centaur. Not a centaur.
Okay. Not a centaur.
And out in the crowds, it looks like a holiday, just in the darkness, and this pop, 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 pop. Not making sounds, it's just the lights are popping off over there.
Okay. I guess I'll walk towards the not centaur and just give a tap on the shoulder.
Tommy, what would your reaction be to being tapped on the shoulder?
Roll initiative. No kidding.
Alright.
Would it surprise me?
I mean, honestly, just like walking through a district like this, I mean, obviously he knows that with people and obviously with the brownout, tensions are high, but he's not assuming anybody's going to be super nefarious, especially to him, because he's a big as fuck orc that looks intimidating as shit. So he's also clearly armed. So yeah, he would just kind of like surprised, turn in that direction, flip the visor up on the helm, and just go, "Can I help you?"
I hope so. And then what you would see is a tiefling woman, looks to be around 20, 21 years old, and she's got very long, black, wavy hair and a part down. There's like a piece of her hair that she keeps trying to move out of her face, but it just keeps falling back. And one of her eyes is brown and the other is black with stars in it. And she has black horns that curl towards the back of her head and pointed ears. She also has this white cloud tattoo with silver lining that goes down her right arm and all the way up to her shoulder. Her build is pretty slight. She's got some freckles. She wears a silver circlet on her head, which is odd, and her clothing is a pale pink ball gown with that of these like detached, like puffy sheer sleeves. She's got some silver like flowers on it, and she's girlies in silver heels. Like she does not look like she's around this.
She does not belong here at all.
You're on the docks and you found a biker. Alrighty. So he's just gonna kind of like take in what he just saw, just kind of give a slow nod and go, "Alright, where's the party, princess?"
Oh, okay. This is good. Okay, so you know who I am. Okay, I need to get back to Elidor. Are we there, or are we still...
You mean El Torver?
No, not at all. What's El Torver?
It's kind of like what, I mean, well, that's not what you're looking for, so we'll get into that another time when the DM makes actually some lore about it. But, what was the place that you said? I'm sorry?
Elator. It's in the Zephyr Plains.
There's a Zephyr Sea? Not plains that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'd pull up Tautech maps, but my sending stone isn't working.
So, back a long time ago, the Zephyr Sea was this lake that kind of connected. It was more like a bay, but it was like an inland sea. Think like the Mediterranean, but smaller.
Okay, yes. It was next to the Zephyr Sea, although like lake. How about I can ask you a question. Where are we?
The docks.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Can we get a little broader? The docks of...
What is the district of Tauliva that the docks are in?
The docks.
Okay, so then
the docks is its own district.
Alrighty. So then beyond that, you would just be like, the docks of Tauliva?
She, like, furrows her brows. And kind of is like... Looks like she's going through basically files in her head, and when she's thinking really hard, her form, like, kind of glitches.
Well, that's new.
No, I don't... I've never heard of Tauliva.
Did you, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Did something fall on your head, maybe?
Sure.
That's an interesting answer to that, but he's going to, like, without touching her, just kind of look and see if she's actually bleeding from her head.
Roll a medicine check.
Alright. It's as good as my perception checks. That's an 8.
You only had to get a 5. She's fine. Physiologically perfectly fine. The only strange part about her is A, the glitch you just saw, and B, her eye.
Well, if somebody did hit you over the head, then they didn't do a good job. Unless that is the result of it pointing to the obvious eye that looks like a galaxy.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm no biologist or something like that, but you ain't got no pupils or the other part that makes the pretty colors. I mean, it looks great on you, but like, I ain't never seen that in a person before.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Which one of us?
Abigail.
Okay. 18?
Because of the way the lights are popping off and stuff like that, off of Tommy's helmet, you happen to catch the reflection of your eye.
Huh.
Where it has the black and the stars instead of brown with white like you're used to.
Huh, okay. Okay. Alright. How about this? Would you be able to take me to your lovely city's leader?
I guess.
Take me to your leader. Nano.
Well, we're gonna have
Please.
to walk because my bike isn't working right now.
Oh, a bike. Okay. That's what it's called. What does it do? What is it supposed to do?
Well, it's supposed to run, but the fucking thing and smacks it. Just kind of like.
It can run?
I mean, it's supposed to run like everything else in this godforsaken city, but I guess we're in the middle of a brownout, so ain't nothing running nowhere. So it's.
In her mind, she's picturing it growing mechanical legs and away.
Yep.
Or the tire splitting in half
Yep.
and becoming less. Yeah.
There's something mechanical going on with it, though, because, I mean, arcanically speaking, it's still got, you know, some essence running through it, but ain't nothing firing for the circuits or anything like that. So I gotta take it to my mechanic, Bruce. He's across town, so, I mean, I guess that, I guess we can go see some level of somebody tell you something, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Yes, I think that would be very helpful. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't believe I've gotten your name yet.
No, you didn't. Because it's the first time he would be formally go. Toh'mak Rok'zhen. Everybody calls me Tommy.
Tommy. Nice to meet you.
Takes her hand, shakes it, goes, and you are?
Oh, there's slight confusion because she did think that you recognized her previously. So she's just like, oh, Aina Neandor.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. She's like, she's looking at him like, all right, never mind. That embarrassment of like, oh, I thought I was recognized and then I wasn't, which is so embarrassing.
As you guys go to shake hands and Aina takes presence in full form in this moment, everything turns back on, including your bike. I need you to roll a strength saving throw for me, Tommy.
Oh, we can do that, probably.
Oh, good. The 3 maglefs continued on the way they were going and didn't
Oh,
fail.
good. That's a 14 for strength save.
Yeah, that didn't pass the 15. It resumed the speed it was immediately going previously.
Does my powerful build trait help me at all?
That just would have allowed you to put it on your shoulders previously, but you were walking it. You were just walking it. It turned right back on and went, whoa!
Shadow! Just
3 people dodge out of the fucking way.
So, yeah, you watch this contraption just all of a sudden light up bright blue and take off at a rate of 60 feet around. Actually, probably 120 because all it does is dash, so... did I let go of it, or...?
Yeah, you had to let go,
Right.
because it was 0 to go. It's like, what the fuck?
So just kind of like, off balance for a second, kind of like, God dang it, and like starts trying to get his shoulder back in place or whatever might have just happened.
It was that, or I make you roll a dexterity saving throw, and those never work out very well for Tommy and vehicles.
Well, I mean, You say that, but ever since then, in talking about a few things, at least remember we swapped his strength and dexterity scores.
It's fair.
So, if with that roll, it would have been a 16. I don't know if that matters.
No,
but
not in this case.
Either way, I'm gonna imagine that it like hits a thing and then falls over.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It eventually stops and just.
You just. Well, right this way, Your Majesty, and kind of like walks over to pick up the bike and make sure that it isn't damaged more. Tommy's going to right the bike, get it all where it's supposed to be, and he's going to mount it and offer a hand to help her on.
Okay. She'll take your hand and like gather up her dress and sit like side saddle.
Yeah, I know how ridiculous this whole thing's gonna be.
Place her hands on your shoulders. Just like I don't really know what else to do because it seemed like it went really fast when it ran away.
Yeah, he's going to kind of like look back and go, yeah, it'll be better this way, and like pull your arms around his waist so that you can actually hang on.
Okay.
And then he's just gonna go, okay, you're gonna want to do that because I don't have a second helmet. He's gonna flick the visor down and start going to whoever runs Tauliva.
Okay. I need a perception check from both of you.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
Natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Good. Off in the distance, out in the clouds, you guys hear a draconic scream. As it descends from the clouds, the crowd disperses and runs. This dragon is not much bigger than you guys. It's medium-sized. But if it wasn't for the lights turning back on, you guys wouldn't have seen it, because it was jet black with stars and galaxies and other temporal shapes all across it, emblazoned in silver. And as you look towards it, Aina, this is the first time you realize those were clouds out there. You are not at the docks you kind of remember ever existing. There's no sounds of water at these docks.
All right, we'll deal with that part after.
After the dragon.
Wait, no, talk about the clouds now, dragon later.
Yeah, let's put the dragon on pause, actually.
Pause dragon.
Seeing this, Tommy's just gonna, well, hot shit, and just take off in the other direction.
Is this normal?
No, this ain't fucking normal. Dragons don't just fucking show up out of nowhere.
Okay, just making sure.
Drive up into the slums from the docks. Weave through some of the slums, get up to the market district. The dragon is above you the entire way, keeping pace.
We don't like that. Nothing keeps pace with Tommy Rok'zhen.
Tommy.
It's not getting closer, it's keeping pace.
It is keeping distance, 120 feet above you, right above the top of these skyscrapers in the market.
Does it look like it's trying to keep pace?
Uh-huh.
Like, as in, like, it needs to
if you break...
itself?
No, like, it is... If you are doing the dash action, it is doing the dash action to follow you.
Okay, and it's keeping pace with us. With that, I'm gonna wait until we find like a couple spots that are easier straightaways, and in those depending on how long we have on them, I'm gonna burn both of my uses of adrenaline rush to dash as a bonus action as well and get another 120 feet away from this thing.
Okay, where are you headed? You are in the market, in the middle of the city. If you want, the best place Tommy knows and the routes Tommy knows best are not in the middle of the city of Tom. You know the slums and the undercity the best.
I know the brink for sure.
You know the brink.
Oh, are we about to have another race to the brink?
Race through the brink this time.
Honestly,
with a
with
passenger
this thing
this time.
flying over us, the brink's not a terrible idea. It would at least have to come down. It can't be over us. So it
And you know some shortcuts down there too.
I do know some shortcuts down there. Hey, Miss Aina, what is it? Yeah, we're gonna have to take a little detour. Gonna show you a nice little tour of the city, if you don't mind, and we're going to beeline it for the brink.
Fucking U-turn and go.
Oh, U-turn? Yeah, there's.
You were up on the very top because you were taking her towards the government district.
Well, with a U-turn with a dragon chasing us, that's very cinematic because it's going to be making this thing shoot over us. You know what? In that moment that we're turning, can I cast a spell at this thing?
It's 100 feet away, 120 feet away. So anything you guys have as you guys are running through this, you can absolutely do. Now that you guys know that it's following you, you can absolutely start attacking it with spells.
It doesn't drop down when we make the U-turn?
No, because you're still up top, so it's kind of... you're still in with the high-rises and stuff. The fantasy Walmart that you guys graffitied.
Right. I was looking to be within 30 feet of it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Not right away. Right now it's keeping a 100-foot distance.
120. I only have one thing that can do 120 feet, so I think that I need to focus on...
Driving? Good choice.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on myself.
Love it.
Just in case.
Fucking
having
love
to
it.
roll some initiative.
That was actually next anyway. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Great.
So that we can keep everything in a reasonable time or reasonably timely spaced, we are going to go ahead and have you guys roll initiative.
I have a 23 for Tommy. I have to swap the battery on my headset.
You're good.
27 for Aina.
Oh, fantastic. Even fucking better. Aina, Tommy, Dragon. Dragon goes last. It rolled a 9. Dragons are not Dexy boys. Okay. We are going to stay in initiative. Tommy, you are moving. Aina, you do not have to worry about movement. If you do anything to like long stride or yourself or anything, it applies to the bike instead. And we'll just do that. Anything that is a self applies to you, the bike, and Tommy. Because right now I'm considering all of you guys moving as one unit. Okay?
That's actually very helpful. Thank you.
I know. I do not know what spells Aina has. However, yes, that is helpful. Okay, Aina, you're up first.
Okay, Aina's gonna have to... Oh, actually, I don't have to let go for a second, because it's just verbal components. So she's just gonna start muttering under her breath, and the glitches that she has on her spread to Tommy and the motorcycle as I'm going to cast Blur.
Ooh.
And so, for the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The attacker is immune if it doesn't rely on sight or if it has blind sight or can see through illusions, like with true sight. So we're gonna see. I don't know what this thing is.
Okay. So you blur, you phase out. That doesn't send you to a different plane or anything like that, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so you go through and you're now blurred. It might be able to see you here in just a second, but you said it's disadvantage on perceptions?
It's disadvantage on attack rolls against us.
Attack rolls, perfect. Okay, fantastic. It technically has blind sight up through 10 feet, but that's okay.
Oh, then it doesn't.
It can't see you right now, is the thing.
For 10 feet.
Yeah,
so
it's
if
only
we got super close to it, then
if it comes in to attack you, it doesn't matter. But it's going to have disadvantage to see you to target you in the first place, though. I will do that.
Still like this move. Thank you very much.
It's still a good move. Still a really good move because
It's
Tommy's
okay.
about to pull some bullshit.
That's what we
here
do
we go.
here.
Okay, so Aina does that, blurs you out. Tommy, you see you and the bike get this same glitch that you saw on Aina a few moments ago. It's your turn.
He's gonna kind of look at it and just go, well, I hope that's helpful, and just
Me too.
Me too.
what was that?
I've never done that before. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cool. We're in the experimental phase. By the way, is that your friend up there?
Nope, never seen it before in my life.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people that it could be chasing, and it's chasing us. So I just figured I'd ask. Fairy tales, princesses, dragons, just putting 2 and 7 together. So action and moving as fast and far away from this thing as possible.
Okay.
I don't have adrenaline rushes anymore, so
I'm not. No, you still have them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you keep them because that's why I started the initiative, so you could actually outrun this thing and get away from it.
Then we're gonna bonus action adrenaline rush.
Which lets you move another 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 180 feet this round, but and again, just straight for the brink.
Okay. So you go back. You turn. You go back towards the slums. You're on your way down the ramp towards the slums. Right now, you're stuck at a choice between left to the clerical district or right deeper into the slums. The brink is technically there is brink components under the clerical district, but they are not the regular brink. They are like monk monasteries and different type of brink, different brink culture altogether.
All right. Shit. I'm gonna have to go through the slums. I know better. Question though. Do I think I know somebody in the slums or in the brink that could help?
Roll a history check based on wisdom, though.
Okay, so then that's going to be flat wisdom.
It's better than negative.
It is better than negative. That's a 19.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the brink.
You do know some people. Whether or not you want to deal with them's a different problem altogether.
Would I say that they are more or less problematic than a fucking dragon, Eric?
I don't know, you tell me, is Big's boys and Slice Saboteurs a bigger problem than the dragon?
Big's boys.
In Tommy's
for
mind.
sure. Because if they're successful, cool. If they're not, that's one less problem.
So you head straight for Big's boys.
Well, I'm not necessarily. Well, I'm heading towards that way, but what would you say is needed for Tommy to use his sending spell?
Power's back on, so you would need a bonus action.
All right.
Because you have to think of texting and driving. I would consider texting and driving a bonus action.
Okay. All right. You're very gracious. That will be the end of John's turn.
Okay. I'm like, I would say a bonus action. Think of texting and driving at 100 miles an hour.
PSA, don't do that.
Yes, don't do that. It's at least a bonus action to do that, and that's at least a 2-second time frame.
Disclaimer.
We're not encouraging texting and driving.
Somebody's Heroes does not advocate distracted driving.
No.
And it does take more than a bonus action in real life.
In real life, it can wait, pull over.
Yes. Don't drive first. You cannot use your movement speed, if that's the case, Tommy. That's the reality of it.
But this isn't reality, this is fantasy.
This is fantasy, and the only risk you have is to hit someone else and make them go to the hospital, which is fine, or run off the city yourself again. Which is fine, you've done it before.
Yeah. Your turn, Aina.
No,
Or
it's
the
dragon's turn.
Dragon's turn.
It's alright, it's fine.
Okay. It's gonna follow you, and as you're going under parts of the city, it's gonna rotate to a point where it can see you. It is now 90 feet, but it's 60 feet back because you outpaced it by just that little bit. So it's 90 feet above, I'm going to say above ground level or outside of the city, because you're now working on a radius instead of a radial distance instead of a height.
All right.
But it's 90 feet away from you, side to side, and you are 60 feet ahead of it right this second.
Okay.
Who thought we were going to be doing the Brink race all over again on their 2025 bingo card?
I mean, we knew that it was going to happen at some point, but...
So, Aina, how's this riskiest ride doing for you?
It's going super well.
It's great. Okay. So the dragon just keeps pace as best it can, but it's falling behind a little bit. Back to Aina.
Yay, I'm gonna cast magic missile on it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Pew, pew, pew.
We're just gonna do that at first level, because maybe giving it a little ouch will make it go away. Okay.
It's a warning shot.
That's 17 points of force damage.
Fuck yes.
I have to get out my book for that, so I get out my book that's like... It's like she has a crossbody bag, but instead of the bag, what you think is a bag, she like slings it over and opens it,
And
it's a book. And she
Beautiful.
flips through she flips towards like the end of the book and looks a little confused, and like looks front and back on the pages, and then starts flipping back really quickly until she finds something that she's like, oh, okay, at least that works. And then she'll cast magic missile, and these just glitching tendrils will go and hit this being.
Your magic looks different than the last time you used it.
That's a later problem.
That is a non-dragon problem.
That is when there's no dragon around, we can think about. Okay, we have a list now: sky, fly clouds below, and then why magic do that? For after dragon.
Tommy is secretly impressed that you were able to flip through pages of a book while moving at like 70 miles an hour.
I would honestly say you're probably going about 70 right now. Yes.
Oh yeah, she's a speed reader.
Question is there anything else that Aina's going to do on her turn?
There's nothing else I could. Can I donate my movement?
Unfortunately, no. It's like riding a horse. Your movement is the horse.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. I could do something that would give you gray hair, but I'm gonna wait.
Bring it.
I'm not gonna make you go through that.
That's fine. I love that. I love that for me. Especially when you guys are near death. I love that for me. Okay. Alright. Tommy, your turn. You felt Aina let go, and she has not put her arms back around you yet. What's Tommy gonna do?
I actually did have probably a moment of clarity in all of this, and he does have something to say in this moment as she's doing that. He's gonna say, well, I need you to do two things right now. Number one, I need you to put your fucking arms back around me so you don't fall off this thing. Number two, I need you to take my helmet and put it on.
Okay, give me like 4 seconds and I'll do that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to cost, or if Eric would.
Talking's free.
Well, talking, yeah, but I don't know about if he could literally just put the helmet on her. But
if you want, I will let you, but you cannot dash. It's going to take your action to do that.
Yeah, we can't.
Don't do it right now. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm only going to allow it because I know that I can do something like that with my kid in the back seat. And, like,
yeah,
I can think of doing that
right.
and staying straight.
But if she can grab that, then that's great. I just don't want to wipe out and then be the cause for her character to die. That's don't want to do that.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
So you're going to slow down to 60-foot movement on this turn.
No. We're still going to do the 120, and then bonus action, we're going to call Biggs.
Fantastic. First and foremost, I am going to need you to go ahead and roll a land vehicles check.
Okay, what is the base
Dexterity.
ability? Dexterity. So, total of +6 for this.
You're driving through town, and I need to know whether or not Aina has to
We're going to use a lucky point.
roll a dexterity saving throw or not because of your driving.
How did I roll the same number? Am I limited to using one lucky point at a time?
Technically, no. I've already let you use 2 or 3 in a single go before. I have let you burn all 3 in once if you want to.
I'm gonna burn the second one because we are not about to go at this with a 9.
I've got good decks.
That's better.
He doesn't know this.
That's a 25.
Okay.
That's worth two luck points.
Considering both your luck points added together created 18.
Christ almighty.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. You found you've started to see the crowd. They saw you spread the way and allowed like your luck finally broke and you were able to get through this fucking swath of people. Me. And then the dragon just off the side. Everyone immediately ducks into their fucking houses and the road is 100% fucking clear right now.
This dragon doesn't deter for any of this crowd of people?
The crowd deters. It's just that
No, I'm talking because, like, if this was a predatory thing, then perhaps the people on foot...
Yeah,
so
no, not that type.
I may have an intelligence of 9, but I'm not an idiot.
You're right. I mean, depends on who you're talking to.
Shut up.
Amy could outsmart you.
That's for damn sure. But yeah, we're gonna call Biggs.
Okay. What do you want?
I'm coming in hot with some aerial pursuit. What do you got that can shoot something about the size of a horse out of the sky?
Who the fuck is this, and where'd you get the number? You have redial from a month and a half ago.
That is true.
From a week ago. Not even a month and a half ago.
And also, we were told by them to steal the thing, and then we didn't steal it for them, and we also didn't do good. So, to navigate that, Tommy is just going to say, Biggs, we got your fucking people out of fucking jail, and now I'm calling in a favor. You need to help me right the fuck now.
Roll a persuasion.
Alrighty. 16.
Okay. He rolled an 18.
So, bitch.
On his stubbornness.
Oh, I was gonna say, he has negative mods, doesn't he?
He's a fairy. His negative mod is his height.
That's true.
He's like, we didn't come after you a week ago after we know you fucking broke into Toh'mak and didn't bring us our prize.
Don't you get short with me now, alright? This fucking shit.
Click.
Alright, who can I call now?
You just got hung up on by fucking Big.
Well, we'll figure. Dragon, clouds, what's going on with magic, then dealing with base. All right.
Then
Making
how
it too
are you
difficult.
talking to the rock?
Well, no, you've heard of sending stones before, but it
Never mind.
because
What's
sending
a-
stones were a thing, but it was just a lot more like one person had to make the stones, and it was very taxing. The way his sending stone looks does not look like a sending stone. So this box is weird, but sending stones you've heard of.
What's the box?
What is the box? Adds
What's
to
the
Aina's
box?
list.
All right, I guess that's Tommy's turn.
Tommy's turn. You have Sly Saboteur still. That's the other one.
I guess that's
that
going to be
you
next
know.
turn, though.
Beyond that, you know the bartender at the bottom of the brink.
That might be the one that ends up being the one. But we'll see.
Uh-huh. You're one of his great customers. You win, and then you spend money and buy the bar around.
Yeah, I did that.
Uh-huh.
So what does the bartender have to offer us?
If he can chuck a Molotov cocktail down this thing's gullet,
I mean, you
So
do have
right.
You do have Rick and Jemima's number.
that's the other way.
Drop a shipping crate on his ass.
That probably would have been the smartest decision in hindsight.
You're at a point now, Tommy, at 300 feet, where you have a choice to get down to the lower part of the brink on your bike, get on an elevator shaft to go down through some more core rock, so it'd be harder for the dragon to see and or find you, but you have to stop your speed and rely on the elevator to function after a brownout. Or or you have where the rampart back down into the docks. Those are your Tommy's three choices.
I've seen Rain of Fire. We're not getting into the elevator when these dragons around, so we're gonna head down. We're gonna drive into the brink, and also we might be able to figure out what's going on with clouds because we're going into the brink, so she can see
Okay.
what's going on.
So you do that. You go. You descend. The way this ramp goes, it goes outside of the city, and then cuts down and around like an exit ramp.
Okay.
So Aina, you are seeing around you that it is nothing but cloud for 300 feet below you, and above you, and to the left, and to the right is rock.
Okay, so we're on a mountaintop.
That is a fair assumption for Aina.
I can deal with this. Yep.
For the listening audience, Matt just pantomimed a mountain and then flipped it upside
Flipping
down.
it upside down. Except that the rock is also above you and looks thinner below you. But overhangs, they exist.
Mountains got some strange shapes in them.
They sure do. They sure do.
You can quote me on that.
Alright, I'm doing it.
Matt, put that in the fucking merch design
You
part
bet
right
your
the
ass.
fuck now. That is where quotes go. First fucking recording, and we've got a design, and we've already got a fucking quote.
Oh no.
Okay. Tommy starts doing that. The dragon maintains the spot it was at. It's gonna try and look to see where you are first and foremost. With disadvantage, it got a 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that is. What's your spell save DC, Aina?
That's such a good question. It's 15, so meets it beats
Perfect. Meets it, beats it. He's gonna see not through your spell, but see where you are at this moment. He is 30 feet away
it. Oh, okay.
because the ramp went way the fuck out. As he comes out, he just looks at you guys. You see he inhales starlight and time itself and breathes it out at you guys. I need all three of you, because I think the bike can roll a con save, right?
It can.
Perfect. All three of you need a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
17.
Perfect.
Oh shit. Dexterity saving throws for mounted combatants. Son of a bitch. Alright, con saving throw for...
As I pull out some D8s real quick.
Oh, that's too
Tommy's
big
got
of
a 15.
How about we compromise D4?
You said Tommy's got a 15?
Tommy's got a 15.
Okay.
So, alright, Bike's got a +3. Bike's got a 14.
Okay.
Oh wait, you know what? Sorry, I Abby glitched for a second. I'm gonna use Chronal Shift to force Tommy to reroll.
Tommy, not the bike.
Oh,
Got
should
it.
have. Well, what do you?
Does this have to happen
Before I tell you the damage, yes.
I make
whether or not we do hit
Whether or
DC?
not I've told you the DC before.
yeah,
So
because I get to know if you
Shit,
failed
what was
it.
Chrono Shift allows you to know if you failed.
What was the DC? Did I...
16. DC
16.
16.
Sorry,
Ina just got a 17.
Tommy is fine, so we're
That's
gonna
right.
reroll the bike.
reroll the bike, please. I forgot what the DC was. I thought it was 17 for some reason.
16.
So yes,
17 for the bike.
Fucking A. You got the three of you, since Tommy, you said you got a 16, the bike got a 17, and Ina got a 17. Beats it on Tommy, so you guys only take 15 points of force damage.
Oh my!
Oh my.
And you are weakened and desynchronized from the time stream.
What the heck does that mean?
As
Speak words that Tommy understands.
I'm getting to the parts where Tommy gets weird here. A weak. Perfect. Attack rolls against you have advantage while you are desynchronized right this second. You repeat at the end of each of your turns. The other thing I'm going to do is I need a 25% range from Ina from a D100.
Oh, okay.
You
So
get to pick the range, starting and ending.
Oh, okay. Let's make it wild and between 50 and 75%.
50 to 75. All right, so if I roll between a 50 and a 75,
Oh, I
no,
thought
I roll the percentiles.
Never
If I
mind.
roll
No, she
between
already
a
rolled. It's done. It's fine.
Yeah, I've been.
if I roll between a 50 and a 75, you have to roll a d6 to figure out where you guys end up. Not when, not where. When. I'm sorry.
Hey, Eric, if I can persuade you, you're just going to create more work for yourself. If this
I'm
is
well
when
aware.
you succeeds.
I'm well aware of this. Oh my god.
What'd you do?
70.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a d6. On a
Okay.
6, you stay where you're at,
Well, I
as
didn't
well
roll
as on a 5.
I didn't roll a 5 for a second. I rolled a 4.
Oh shit. Okay. Tommy.
Uh-huh.
Tommy Boo Boo.
Hey, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Sup? Sup, homie?
Ina's still on your bike.
Uh-huh.
However, you're now driving through sand, and your movement speed is reduced by half,
Is the
as you
dragon
are now
here?
in the desert with the city ahead of you. On the ground city ahead of you.
Is the dragon here?
The dragon is here, however, it is
Why?
240. It's 240 feet behind you because it's going to take about 2 rounds for it to get there as you're moving. 2 or 3 rounds before you can get there.
Tommy
Before it gets there. So it's got a
around
delay to catch up to you to find out where you are.
and just like he's
So it's not there right this second. It'll be there
trying
soon.
to figure shit out. Tommy's just looking. What? By the fucking might of the fucking lady luck.
Where are we now? Where is this?
You fucking tell me where this is.
Aina has no idea.
There's a city in front of us, though.
Okay. I don't know about that. Do you know this? Is this Taliva? Maybe we just went back a little ways.
Tommy's gonna look up. Is there a city in the sky?
There's not a city in the sky.
No,
You look up, you
Taliva's
see
not
the sun.
here.
You see the sun. It's a beautiful day.
No, Taliva ain't here. As he's looking up.
All right, we'll ask that. Okay, add it to the list of after the dragon. Why desert?
He's just going to. So you said that we bought a moment, right?
Yeah, you bought yourself. I'm gonna say 30 seconds.
That's a lot of rounds.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself. Please and thank you.
Go for it.
I'm gonna use
All
an
three of you
action.
have the mage armor edition.
Oh shit!
So base
that better
AC
than
is
my
10
armor?
plus Dex, if the bike needs it.
Oh my god, mage armor actually helps me because it's better than studded leather.
Awesome.
Your leather gets added onto it because it was just cast on you.
Yeah, this
And
is just
then
your
for
base
the bike is on this PC. AC. Nah, it doesn't help the bike.
It is without armor or a shield. The character's AC equals 10 plus, so her dexterity modifier.
So that's fun for the bike because its AC is normally 17. And then its dexterity modifier is my dexterity modifier, so it would drop to a 14.
It doesn't need to do. It doesn't.
Then
need to do that.
you take the better of them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Gorgeous.
It's just the whole. All of you are shielded in this, like, I'm assuming glitchy energy.
Yeah, let's keep the theme up.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Alright, I don't know what's going on with this, but how you doing back there? And he's going to reach back and find a spot on her upper arm or shoulder, give her a tap, and we're going to lay on hands. What was it that we took 15 points?
Mm-hmm.
So I do have enough for that. So yeah, we're gonna bring you back to full.
Oh,
Love that for Tommy.
thank you.
I mean,
thank
we're
you.
taking it one at a time with actions and stuff, right?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
Tommy just went. The dragon still got a couple of rounds. Still has a couple of rounds to get here. Tommy, are you still headed for the city in the distance?
Yeah, it's the only landmark I have that's not a dragon.
The only non-draconic fucking. Love it.
I think we're gonna save our last adrenaline rush for now.
You are moving slower through this, and you realize it because the sand is not nice to tires.
Yeah.
You are not a dirt bike, you are a motorcycle.
Yeah. We did road races.
So you're headed to the nearest road, which is hopefully in that city.
Yes. Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Okay. Aina, anything else? Does Aina want to do anything? Or are you guys just going to sit and keep going towards the city until the dragon shows back up?
I don't think I have anything that can help at this exact moment.
Nothing additional for prep?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, I don't have
All right.
anything.
Tommy, are you going to do anything aside from actions and dashes and movements?
Yeah. We're gonna give ourselves the last 5 of our lay on hands
Okay.
as an action. I don't think that I got any great bonus action spells. That's Divine Smite. It's not gonna help us. Or Thunderous Smite. I don't think it's gonna help too much right now. What other bonus action stuff do we have? Adrenaline Rush. We're gonna use that right now. Divine Sense does not help. It's also a custom channel that they need now. Fuck off. Anyway, it's still a ways away. Action movement. Get us to this fucking city.
Okay. So you're just gonna burn. You guys are just gonna keep going in that straight line. We're gonna make it so that your mage armor timer does not start until the dragon shows
Mage
back
armor
up.
lasts for 8 hours.
8 hours, we're good.
Oh, I was making sure if it was a shorter time, like a minute or so.
Good.
But no, if with 8 hours you're fine. Because if you've got line of sight in the distance of a desert, it's not going to be 8 hours before you get to the city. So you have about not even 30 seconds later, guys. This dragon shows back up, and he is 90 feet above and behind. He's 90 feet above, 30 feet behind. As Tommy is going through this, and you just hear hurrah as it appears coming out of this rift.
Oh no, it's cheating.
Yeah, that's weird.
Literally, it's been proven cheating, like teleporting over the finish line is cheating. You're not allowed to do this.
It's been gone for a few rounds. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll its whether or not it got the time breath back in those times.
It didn't.
It didn't.
Ironically enough, the first 5 rolls did not. The sixth
good.
one did not.
Hell yeah.
That.
See, I told
You did.
You just believe me.
Why didn't you believe us?
It's not that I didn't. It's that I.
It's not that I did. I didn't
Not
know.
that I did. Welcome to the show. I don't believe you.
Fuck.
We're having a good time, everybody.
This is a good time. Great fucking time. I love this.
About to
I
lose
love
2
this for me.
characters, one of which it's their debut.
So
Killer, you won't.
it's okay.
Spit
Tommy
my
almost
wall.
died in his too.
Yeah, that's fair.
true.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that it's my fault then.
Absolutely your fault now.
There's only one common denominator in this situation. And it's not me.
Ironically, it's from the guy who has the lucky feet.
All right. It is the dragon's turn. It cannot actually do its big breath weapon, but it is going to use its movement, fly in, get within 30 feet of you, and just swoop and go back up. Doesn't attack. It just does a flyby real quick.
What is that about?
And now you notice the dragon is a larger size.
No! Why?
What did we do to deserve this? I'm a nice person.
It feeds off temporal energy, y'all.
Can't temporarily stop? It'd be cooler if it didn't.
Aina, roll an Arcana check for me.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna do that right now. During amidst all this. 23.
Okay. You detect up in the city ahead of you, which is not far off in the distance anymore. There is a temporal fluctuation aura up ahead.
Okay.
That's all. You just feel time shit. Like you feel chronomancy up ahead in the city somewhere.
So would I come to the conclusion that it's not a good idea to take the dragon to more time stuff?
Yeah, I mean, time thing happened. You don't even know it was time thing right now.
That's true.
You just know you went somewhere else, felt weaker, and now you're in the desert. You're still very, very confused. Aina hasn't woken up yet.
This is wild.
This is a wild wake-up call for Aina.
This
This is the craziest 24 hours of her life
wildest
right now.
dream I've ever had. All right. Then I'm just gonna say, there's temporal magic up ahead that might be able to help us if we can maybe, I don't know, there might be an anomaly there that can help us slow it down or speed us up.
How is
But-
temporary magic gonna help us?
Temporary. Tommy dumb.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know, because every time I tried to go to one of these things, there was nothing there. So, this is gonna be a first.
I believe it. This is our lucky day. This is our lucky day.
For sure, I'm so excited to wake up.
Yep.
Remember those rails you wanted to be on, Matt? I sent you to the desert.
Well, it's a good thing I'm on a bike, so I don't need rails. That's the parody quote right there's where we're going. We don't need rails.
Okay, so you now have a target. You are actually headed for the city with an intentive purpose at this moment. Aina, did you want to cast a spell? It's only within 30 feet of you right now.
Yes, because I'm a little angry that it got bigger without permission. So I'm gonna
without permission.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on it.
Hell yeah!
And
Love that.
It's far enough away from us that the Shatter's not gonna hit us when I hit it.
Specifically the bike.
Right. And so it's gonna be very loud, which is good because I want people in the city to come help us too.
That's good.
And
I like
Good
it.
idea.
So
City,
yeah,
they should have like a ballista or something on their
Please.
walls for time dragons.
please, I hope so. They're like, that's the time dragon. We can help with that. We know exactly what
look
to
at
do.
that's our specialty. It's a precise. we have arrows of time dragon slaying.
Time go away.
Time be gone.
So it's a con save DC 15, but it'll still take half
Okay.
damage if it doesn't.
But it's gonna fail.
It does not succeed.
Oh,
Told
that's so nice.
It got a 12 on the save.
Guys,
Total.
we just gotta say what we want to happen.
Honestly, we're killing it right now. Because we
You
just
are.
keep saying what's gonna happen.
We're just gaslighting Eric.
Gaslighting the dice.
That's gonna be 17 points of thunder damage.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it died, right? Because it took 30
No.
damage. That was how many hit total. Like it's taken 30 damage total.
No.
Canonically, how many hit points the time?
I would say canonically to a time dragon. It chooses that shit.
Oh yeah, is the time dragon gonna be like, no, actually, I have all the hit points I want.
Adjusts glasses. Actually.
Actually, my mermaid has rainbow scales and all the powers, so
Oh fuck.
did it get his breath weapon back?
It's
Right now,
not-
it's Tommy's turn.
It's Tommy's
Yeah,
turn.
but I'm scared.
We're gonna hope
Yeah,
that
but
it
I'm
doesn't get its
scared.
breath weapon back because Tommy's gonna use his action to cast a spell, which only is good if this thing attacks with like actual attacks. So, manifesting no breath weapon. Tommy is going to look at this thing and just say, "Lady Luck, fucking guide my way," and he's going to kiss his lucky charm, which is his missing tusk. And he is going to cast Doom of Poor Fortune on the dragon. So I don't know why it made me roll a dice. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so it just happens. It's concentration up for a minute.
Mhm.
But when the target makes an ability check, oh no, because it says, do I not want to do this? Hang on. I don't want to do this one. It's just ability checks. So we are going to instead cast Bless on Aina, Tommy, and the bike.
Okay.
Because that is attack rolls and saving throws, which may come in.
So that's a D4.
Yeah.
I love that you can cast it on the bike.
Well, we're having a lot of funky
If
rules
the-
right now about what the bike counts as in terms of creature or not.
We need all the help we can get.
It's. I'm counting it kind of as a construct.
That's accurate.
It's a mindless, non-sentient construct.
To try to keep us moving forward, though, now we're going to bonus action burn our adrenaline rush so that we can dash as a bonus action, and I also get 2 temporary HP.
Okay, so you move 90 feet ahead.
Yay! So it's an action, bonus action, and now we pray.
Wait, no, not 90. 60. I'm sorry, because it's... You did 2 movement-based things.
Yeah.
That is a 2. No breath weapon.
See? We manifest.
Uh-huh. It swoops down and attacks all 3 items here. You, the bike, and both of you and the bike with a rend attack each.
Okay.
Rend.
What's red?
It's just basically claws.
Yeah.
Nothing. The only thing special is it does some additional damage of a different type. Okay, that one and that one are the players. This one is the bike. Fantastic. So, Aina does a 12 hit.
No.
Tommy does a nat 1 on the dice hit.
No, it does not.
Tommy does a 21 hit the bike.
You hold your goddamn horses.
I'm 90% sure it does.
Lucky, reroll it.
Oh! That was higher.
Son of a mother!
That ended up being a 24 instead of a 21. The odds were in your favor that I was going to roll lower.
Yeah.
You've been calling my time breath weapon, the breath weapon, correctly. You've been calling other shit correctly. Okay.
What other bullshit do I have?
20 total damage. Does it have any resistances?
No, so you are leaving this bike with 1 HP.
So trailing out from the exhaust is just this bright blue smoke that goes up into the sky. Just there's a leak somewhere, Tommy, but you need it right now.
Leak?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2.
Uh-huh. In the magic components.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna
'Cause that was-
upgrade the bike.
Because that was force damage. Because 2d6 of that was force. Okay. And then it just flies back up. Tommy and Aina, if you want to take attack of opportunities, you absolutely can.
Oh, you bet your fucking ass I do. Fucking, I'm whipping out.
If Tommy takes this attack, unless it's a one-handed attack, I need a dexterity saving throw.
They're all one-handed.
Okay,
I only
good.
have one-handed weapons.
Good.
I have a dagger.
You can stab with a dagger, yes.
Alright, here we go. Here we go, definitely.
No,
No, that's a 15.
15?
Yeah, that's 15.
Miss.
That's okay. I didn't need that dagger anyway.
Tommy, roll higher than a 15.
I'm gonna try. I just gotta fucking trying to read this fucking thing because I guess that whips have something called slow, and that sounds good.
Yeah,
But I
reduces
don't know.
movement by 10 foot.
Okay, well you know. Alrighty, so we're gonna. So yeah, Ina's going to see as this thing runs away after fucking hitting Tommy's bike. He goes, "Not my fucking bike!" And he reaches around his torso, and it's just a chrome chain that he swings at this fucking thing with. +6, cool. So that, it's a 16. Wait, bless.
Bless. I know you can still do it too. Go ahead and roll your bless. You forgot about your bless. You need at least a 2, Aina.
Okay, I got a 4.
Perfect.
I got
you
a
do
3,
hit.
so that's a 19 for.
Perfect. AC 17, you are good to go on hitting for both of you.
7.
That's what's called throwing a bone.
7 piercing damage. Thank you, kind of benevolent DM.
Hey, do you want to
That
throw
threw a dragon at
bone?
us.
What mode are you after?
Because we're using 2024 rules, and technically Divine Smite is a bonus action.
I can let you do 14. Yeah, that's fine. Like, you can do either or. Paladins, I would recommend you do 14s for smites. It's fine.
So this is damage for that, and then Smite, I believe, is 2d8. Double check.
2 or 3.
Yep, 2d8. So we just gotta roll our. Oh no, I do have 2 d8s out. Cool. And then plus 4. 5 plus 6 is 11. Plus 3 is. Can't be that. 14 plus 4 is 18 points of mixture of slashing and radiant damage.
Fantastic. Y'all just brought that thing up to 59 total points of damage.
Okay.
Love it for you.
How's it look?
Fine.
Son of a motherfucking
I'm so glad we got to clear that up.
liar.
How's the ballista-riddled city looking?
Yeah. This is the city of ballistas, isn't it? Everybody has one.
And they won't aim it at the bike route at full speed going towards it in the middle.
We're gonna
They-
go under them.
That they may or may not recognize either.
The ballista bolts will blot out the sun.
Let's hope so.
Oh shit. They are ill prepared.
Yes, they are.
This city is not paying any amount of attention to anything outside of its walls right now. All the guards rolled a 4 on perception. I rolled 3 D20s and got 3 4s. I am not fucking kidding.
Isn't that a bad luck number? Doesn't that mean death?
That means death to somebody. I think it means death to Japanese.
It does mean death in Japanese, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, Japanese people.
Listen, I'm just like, can we live, please, a little bit?
So the dragon did its thing. You guys did your attack of opportunity. Aina, back to your turn. It is back up 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, here we go. Cool. Guess what I'm gonna do? Shatter.
Shatter in.
Con save DC 15.
That is a 17 on the die.
Okay.
Plus 8 is a 25.
So it's gonna take half damage. A big part is I'm trying to make that big ringing sound that
Mhm,
Shatter makes too, to try to get the town's attention.
You are correct. However, they rolled with triple advantage and did not get it the last time either.
So that's 13 halved to
6.
6.
I'll do 7. Fuck it.
You don't have to.
So, Aina, you did that. You dealt 7 points of damage to the dragon. Next up is Tommy!
Okay, so I am willing to bet that Cure Wounds doesn't work on a bike.
No. I mean, you can do that, but it will not work on the... it won't actually repair the bike. It'll bring the HP back up, but it will not actually fix the
I
problem.
just need the bike to not explode under us.
Then I would get it away from one hit point.
I'll have one more spell slot.
Okay.
Like, this is literally my last spell slot, and this means I have to use my action,
Uh-huh.
and I don't have any more bonus action dashes.
Tommy's choice.
How close are we to the city?
I would say 2 more turns, and you're in the city. Only because if you had like freedom of movement or something, you could get there quicker. But I don't think you have that spell slot level.
Nope.
But the sand is what's bogging you down. Otherwise, you'd be in the city by now, and you know this, Tommy. These fucking tires and this fucking sand. You are now Anakin Skywalker. Tommy is never gonna want to go to the fucking desert again.
Abigail,
Hey,
do we think that a time dragon is a wise creature?
I'm gonna be honest. If there's any dragon that's wise, it's probably the one from Time.
I
I also
a little bit
don't
of a
know.
Hail Mary here, and I was going to try to cast command on it to flee. which would
Give it a
definitely buy
shot.
us time, ironically. But it's a wisdom save.
Question is it smarter or is it wiser?
I don't have any more luck, so I can't make it re-roll if it does good.
I can make it reroll, I think.
Oh, you have Chronal Shift.
I have one more.
Good.
Can I give it a shot? My DC is 14.
It's worth it. It'll get us an extra turn away from it.
Alrighty. Tommy lifts the visor of his helmet, turns over his shoulder, and just goes, "You stupid big old beast, why don't you fucking get the fuck away?" And away is the word as he casts command.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
I have to roll below an 8 on the dice.
That's not the worst.
Except the fact that I rolled a 10 on the dice, which makes a 16.
Okay, try again.
Chronal Shift?
Yeah,
Try again?
try again.
Okay.
I don't
I'm so
like that.
stressed.
That's a 17 on the dice.
Well,
Oh, Christ.
we didn't manifest it this time. That was our problem. We didn't say that he was gonna roll below.
I just got my blade back.
Don't worry, he's not gonna get his breath weapon back.
I don't
That's a
get
3.
this-
He does not.
Yes, it still works.
Manifest destiny.
Well, not that
Okay.
one.
Right. Are you gonna use you? Oh, you don't have a bonus action. You can only move 30 feet. Okay, so one more round. You move 30 feet. You are now 60 feet away, 30 feet away from being able to get onto solid rock, and not on sand. Which means your speed goes back to normal.
My belly hurts.
The next round after that, you are immediately back in town. However,
No, it's okay.
guards have a turn real quick before the dragon does its action.
Guards help.
Can they see it in? Oh my god, they fucking see the giant dragon off their bow.
Really? We're now like 100
They're
feet away
doing
from
their
their city
job.
and they see a fucking dragon.
They got a 16 and 18 and a nat 20 on perception.
Cool.
Jesus.
The nat 20 is going to get a set of ballista attacks off of that.
It is the city of ballistas.
Tower.
This is the city of ballistas. We manifested
There are
ballista.
3 ballistas per tower. It rolled an 11, an 18, and a nat 20.
Oh, the
Hell
nat
yeah.
20 is gonna be brutal.
They do a damage of 2d12 per ballista, which means that is a minimum of 24 on the crit. I'm going to start with the crit. That is only an additional 6 points of damage, so that is 30 points of damage on the crit. That's still not bad. That's still really good for... And then the third attack did not hit, but the first 2 did. So you're good. So you guys do get some benefit here. That's an 11 more, so that's 41 more points of damage. It is at what is considered bloody.
Okay. I have one more spell slot.
As 2 giant ballistas, and then as they hit and make purchase, they disintegrate. As after, like, the holes are still there, but the things, the wood on them ages into oblivion.
Well, I'm
Aina.
glad I didn't jump at this thing.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
Fairly easy DC.
Okay, what? That's a 23 again.
Okay, this is a time dragon because the only other thing you've seen that disintegrates things is your time magic you've experimented with in the past.
Okay.
This dragon is imbued with the essence of time itself.
Okay, so this dragon is imbued with the magic of time itself. I don't know how to help with that, but maybe it will. Maybe it'll just stop.
Uh-huh.
You're saying this in character?
He's just shouting it, just like maybe time will stop for us and just be nice for a second.
Tommy's
Okay.
just gonna look down at the smoldering bike underneath.
as it's steaming. It's got the dark blue, it's got that light blue steam just coming out the back end.
And if I may, have this mental thought, he's going to think, at least this Aina chick will die delusional.
She's like, I'm gonna wake up so soon.
This is gonna be good sleep.
You know in dreams that when you die,
No.
you wake up? She's counting on that.
I am gonna
No.
give you guys a choice. It can either do its multi-attack, or I can re-roll the breath weapon one more time and see if it gets it back.
We gotta re-roll the breath weapon because
Okay.
we've been doing so good on it, and if it does the multi-attack, the bike's going down.
So it does a multi-attack, but the multi-attack is on the ballistas.
Oh, then do the
But
multi-attack.
it,
Yeah.
no. It rolled a 1, did not get its breath weapon back.
Never
I
mind.
did re-roll the breath weapon. It did not get it, but the thing that just did damage to it, it's attacking.
Okay.
Oh, that's
As
fine.
you
They can
guys
handle it. They
get
can
closer to
handle
the
it.
city.
The city's probably dealt with
It
this
got a
before.
nat 20 on one of its rens, so it just comes over and crushes 2 of these ballista immediately.
They have more. This is the city of ballistas.
This is the city of the ballistas. We figured it out.
But an entire tower is done.
That's okay.
How many
They
more
got
towers
another
does
one.
the city of ballistas have? Like 7?
99.
2 that we have confirmed.
Okay, cool. So we just gotta find the other ones. We gotta let the rest of the map load.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's gotta render.
It's rendering something. And the time
I
and
don't
the
appreciate that pun right now.
This is a trying
as
time.
as
I'm
it
the pungent
renders
master.
as it rents this tower, you see it catching up and dissolving the rock and stone beneath it as it lands on the tower itself. It just dissolves this thing.
Well, that's not good. That's
Aina,
Yeah.
your turn.
okay.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna use my last spell slot because why the heck not at this point?
What the fuck not?
Why not? What literally? What do we have to lose right now? I'm
Our
going to
characters.
guess. That's true.
And more importantly, Tommy's bike.
The Tommy's bike. I can't help with Tommy's bike, so
Bruce can if you get back to the city in time.
Where's the city?
okay. Actually, this might help. This might work,
Uh-huh.
or make things worse. I guess we'll find out. I have an ability. I have an ability called Fade Away. Once per long rest, I can fade away from the material realm for 1 minute. And then while faded, you cannot interact with or be affected by effects on the material plane, including spells and creatures. You can move and hear as normal and see everything in shades of gray. So if it happens to me, can it happen to everyone else?
It's happening to you are. I said anything cast on self is cast on the grouping, as long as you are on the bike.
And we're on the bike.
In theory, if this ability had been used before and you were riding a horse, the horse would have gone with you. That way, you weren't just in the middle of nothing and then it fell through your horse.
Okay.
Like the logic is there. Let's go ahead and roll with that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
You're gonna use
that.
the ability.
I'm gonna do that. It's an accident when she does it, so she's just like flipping through her spellbook, frantically looking for her higher level spells that she cannot read anymore, and she's just like, "What on earth? What is happening?" And as the panic increases, just this temporal energy just goes around everyone, and
I need you to roll a d6 for
all
me.
right, let's get out of here.
You need to roll a 5 or a 6.
I rolled a 6.
Perfect. Tommy, you're driving this bike onto the city. You are on a rock road right now. As the next thing you know, you are back in the middle of Taliba in the market district.
Oh, good. Am I about to hit someone?
Roll a dexterity saving throw, Bubba.
Hey, we have bless.
I want to see if you stop in time, because you were gunning against sand.
That's a cock die.
Honor the cock.
Well, it's an 11.
So you remember the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I remember the Muffin Man.
So you go careening into the Muffin Man's shop from your first fucking quest. And you just... As you do so, you guys are going to go ahead and take 8 points of damage.
Including the bike?
The bike drops to 0 and is technically stable. It's not going to explode, but
It's
it is going to be
unconscious.
broken. It is unconscious.
8 points damage.
And Bruce is now pissed off at you. Again.
I got 500 gold-ish, give or take.
Uh-huh.
How's the dragon doing?
Pan back to the dragon. Is destroying the city and making its ruins as you pan back 220 years before the modern day of Taliva to this city that is now ruins and full of skeletons overnight.
So we didn't alter history at all, is what you're saying.
We just made sure what was supposed to happen happened, right? Like, that's what happened.
This is why, like, it was like everybody else is like, why are you saying this is the city of Ballistas? Because nobody knew it existed.
Yep.
Because we destroyed it.
We knew, but we were always there in the first place.
Exactly.
So, pan back to modern day, Tommy.
Yeah.
The good news is the Muffin Man's store was closed. It is now nighttime instead of daytime. And the nightlife crowd is out. So a lot of the lights are red, and there are scantily clad people all over the place. And yeah. I'll leave the scene in your guys' hands to figure out where Tommy is going to take Aina, confused Chica.
So I imagine that we're just kind of splayed out on
Covered in
the
pastries.
server. Tommy's just going to flip the visor up, pant heavily, grab one of the pastries, take a huge freaking bite of it, throw it to the side, sit up. Alright, lady. You're gonna have to tell me why a fucking dragon wanted you so badly.
She sits up and prestidigitates herself and sees that you're also covered in like pastries and stuff. It's like, she does it to you too.
I'll leave the Bavarian cream.
I can't.
We'll
I
take care
can't
of
pick.
that.
I don't know anything that's been happening since teleporting to your wonderful city of Taliva and mountainous desert city.
Teleporting. That's what we did.
Well, I don't know. Did your bike do that, or?
Oh, that wasn't my. But that goes fast. But teleportation is illegal in those street races.
Well, I teleported here. It must have been one of those mishaps that can happen with teleporting, because I was not trying to get here. I was trying to get to Elator.
Yeah, no, we didn't take the elevator here.
Dare I ask what an elevator is, or should I just leave it at that?
All right. He's gonna like struggle to get up. He's gonna like lean down and clutch his bad knee. And like kind of rub it, try his best to make it feel a little better, and then he's going to take a deep breath and go, do you have any names that we can look for? Any people? You don't know what the city is. You don't know where you are.
No,
You know,
I don't
anything.
I don't have any diplomats here, or any of my advisors have never told me of this.
You have advisors? Who are you? Like, what do you do?
I'm the princess of the kingdom of Elator. That is
Alright, I'm gonna ask you again, like, what's your job? What do you, like...
Ruler? I guess?
You're really going in with this. So...
She just slowly points to the circlet on her head.
Alright, there is a literal princess in Taldiba. Not one of the ones where, like, I just say a princess and it's funny because it's ironic, but an actual princess of... Hang on, and he's gonna reach for the sending stone. Can we schmoogle what the city name and see if it exists?
You know what? I've let this fucking thing be a smartphone. Go for it.
Okay. Are there any results?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Oh, don't make me roll. Just tell me if there's any results. Alright, how do you spell the name of your kingdom and stuff?
E-L-I-T.
Alright. And that's a 10.
O-R.
Are you sure you're
That's
not
a
talking
10?
about the bad guy from that moving picture?
What's a moving picture?
God bless America. No. Oh, Lordy.
Like a minor illusion?
Well, I mean, technically, I think that it's, they use a combination of them, like the, like the illusion magic with the glyphs, so that they kind of do a thing with the program, with sound as well, so that, you can actually get some sound with them.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll take you sometime. I mean, might have been royalty. Any results?
You see essentially a book that there's a legend, like Arabian Nights type book, where it has a couple of references to a land of Elator, but it's a fiction book as far as everyone's concerned anymore.
So reading that, and Aina's, like, the way she's acting with all of it. Alright, you have one more chance, because obviously you're just, like, you're really into whatever cosplay you got going on.
Cosplay?
Yeah, you're dressing up as a character from this book and, like, shows the book that's there about how it mentions the city and images from the book and so on and so forth.
Oh,
and
I'm
it's just
not
like,
in that.
I mean, I guess that this would be, I don't know, what do the kids call it? Is this your OC
What?
or something? Like your original character from your fan fiction?
Fan fiction.
Aina, are you gonna look at take the stone and try and figure it out? Try and do this thing on your own too?
Sure.
Okay. First off, intelligence saving throw.
Alrighty.
Future shock.
14 on the intelligence save.
You can operate the device because you have enough magical innate capacity to figure out that it's kind of... Someone figured out how to combine sending stones, minor illusion, and a bunch of other low-level spells into a fairly sophisticated piece of equipment. You're not sure of the word technology, you don't know that word, but equipment. So you're able to navigate it through your own arcane purposes.
She's holding it, like, between the tip of her thumb and her pointer finger, just very daintily, as if handling, like, a very magical, powerful artifact.
Mm-hmm. And as you're scrolling through this, he shows you the references to Elator. However, there's one more at the beginning of the book that actually has the original spelling of your name in your native tongue. Aina is the way common is spells your name. However, the full proper spelling of infernal in the tiefling tongue is what you see: the Lost Princess.
Huh.
After your name. It's only 4 pages long, but there's a story about you in this book.
She just goes, oh, huh. The lost princess.
What?
Long
What about
have
a
I
lost
been
princess?
gone? I haven't been gone long. It's only been... I mean, I do wander a lot, but...
Oh, you
It's
think
only
that's
been a
you?
week. Huh.
A princess being gone a week is kind of a big deal. I mean, don't you normally have
No,
like a
it's
dozen
sanctioned.
guards?
No, it's sanctioned. I mean, I had a guard. I had my...
You're getting lost in the screen time. It happens with these when you get kind
This
of...
light's so blue. I've never felt more awake and aware and distracted.
Ina's now addicted to technology.
iPad kid Aina confirmed.
How did your open confectionery crash?
I don't know. I just keep tapping it and pretty colors happen.
I thought I uninstalled that.
I accidentally spent 200 gold in app
No,
purchases.
for my bike.
Tommy, subtract 200 gold. No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Is there any way for me to see, like, the publishing date on this book?
You found you go back a couple of pages because you know how books work.
Yeah.
Even though this isn't a book.
That's true.
But it looks like a book on the page. On the illusion looks like a book, so you think it works like a book. So you're gonna try and make it work like a book.
Speaking of books, did we ever take another look at your spell book?
Hang on.
One thing at a time. So the age.
We gotta look at the clouds too.
So the date on this book that you're looking at says first publication was 325, and then the most recent publication that it has is 2019 MR.
She kind of glances out to Tommy and goes, What does MR mean? What does that stand for?
Modern Reckoning?
Modern Reckoning. That doesn't make sense.
Why not?
What was the reckoning?
So, Reckoning was the day that a fuck ton of rocks fell from the sky, like, hit the ground really fucking hard, killed a whole bunch of people, kind of made all the mountains and seas change, and, yeah, basically did enough that everybody decided we needed to start the calendar over. So that time was recorded anew.
You would...
I need
Oh.
I need Aina to roll a intelligence saving throw.
15?
15 meets it, beats it.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, 17. Saving throws.
17 easily beats it. So you realize in this moment you heard a series of cracks, like sonic boom type cracks, and you saw streaks in the sky as one of the last things you remember. Yesterday. Or was it this morning? Or was it just a couple hours ago? A little hard to tell. You haven't been to sleep. But you know you saw streaks in the sky not long ago, but you don't remember any meteors hitting. Meteor showers happen. You've seen those.
You just watch while you explain this, Tommy. Her face, like, has that classic confusion she's been showing, but then that kind of drops to, like, a look of absolute horror as she starts to piece together that to you, the Zephyr planes don't exist anymore. And that's where she had been trying to go to teleport when she had heard the sounds and seen the streaks in the sky. She was trying to get home. Dare I ask what today's date is?
Well, still not getting anything. November. Actually, he's gonna take the sending stone back and check it. November 20th.
Okay, it was November 20th. Then, too, what... Dare I ask ask what the year is?
2025, all year.
That's the year away from meteors?
2025 MR.
She just is pale.
I kind of even see her starting to glitch a little bit.
Probably.
So, I did roll an insight for Tommy, even though he doesn't have a modifier, and that's still a 17. And with this, I feel like he's gonna go, something ain't right, huh?
No, there was I tried to get home. And I didn't have the energy for it. And I was trying to find a temporal anomaly. And I couldn't find it, and then there was that noise and the streaks in the sky, and then there was a shockwave that hit while I was casting the spell, and then I was here.
And when was that?
November 20th.
And then, not wanting to sound mockingly, but asks anyway, dare I ask what year?
According to your calendar and the events following. 0?
Okay. We have a spot. Let's start walking. Hey, let's not just sit here in pastries, and let's get somewhere that you can have a nice alright sit. And we're going to pick up what's left of the bike, and we're going to make our way to Cass's.
Are you looking for your next adventure to get lost in? Do you enjoy dark fantasy, horror, slice of life? Are your favorite tropes filled with tragic backstories and a found family comprised of a snarky lesbian, a morally gray grump, and a sunshine character? Then look no further. Tune in to Tales of Three and follow the adventures of three unlucky strangers whose fates collide when they accidentally stumble upon a plot to destroy the world as they know it. Throw in some forbidden magic, a slow burn romance, hidden identities, and some devastatingly beautiful baddies who will stop at nothing to keep our trio apart. Mix it all up, and we've got your next obsession. Tales of Three, a Rainbow Dice Club production, is an all-queer, Dungeons & Dragons-based podcast that airs on Fridays. Find us at Rainbow Dice Club on most socials and at Tales of Three wherever you get your podcasts.